Oh my gosh, a prophecy I was given by another spiritualist. Just happened. Just what? I don't know if the second was a prophecy, but what? This is wild. Let me just do this real quick before I say anything. Hmm? Alright, a lot going on with this one. I don't even know if I can. Hey everyone, I'm sorry, this is like really impromptu. I didn't think, dang, something good. Something good is happening. Because I don't want to say a revelation. I don't want to say like in the book of the Bible, but like an epiphany. That sounds better. Oh my gosh. I just did a birth chart read for one of my clients and I just figured something out. Oh my gosh, yo. What's up with like I really don't want to know, but like somebody don't like somebody kid? We gonna leave the kids out of this don't got nothing to do with nobody child. I don't like talking about other people's children. I don't think that's something people should do. But like, oh my god, it's like it's just birth chart I just did of somebody, and that's wild. Because I'm thinking it's something else. It might not be that somebody. All right, excuse me. It might not be that somebody doesn't like somebody else's, offspring. What it is that there's an underlying theme of emotional incest. Maybe there's somebody that has lived, survived some sort of emotional incest with their relatives, and they seem to be done to somebody else. And I'm not saying they have a hard time with it, but like it probably triggered them or something. It's a lot going on. I can't even think of which archangel that was. Woman, no shit. Damn. This is going to be an interesting one because honestly, I usually do like one dream catcher message, but today is kind of different. For the previous few days, the energy has been so interesting. If I'm not mistaken, it was a full moon. Full moons usually last like what 3 days, so since the previous full moon, I believe it's only been like 2 to 3 days. So in that energy, and the energy has been given water sign. I'm telling you, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't know what y'all into right now, but yo. All right, let me just say a message because now it's about to be like 7 minutes since, but maybe that's for a reason. Something about partnerships, business, romantic partnerships. All right, so like I was saying, that energy has been really, really interesting these previous last days, previous couple days actually, not the last days. Oh goodness, but that's a little I guess a pun because it was just Palm Sunday and all that stuff like that, and Good Friday and all that stuff like that. Um, Anywho, like I was saying, God has been bringing up these specific dreams I've had already, and was telling me that they all had something to do with one another. Even if the people pertaining to them didn't all necessarily correlate, there was a moral, some sort of message that needs to be talked about. And the thing about these dreams in specific, this one is a recent dream that happened just a few weeks ago. And then two dreams I've had previous before and I saw before from the year 2020. So something about the time frame of 2020 to 2025. So that is about 4 years. Because 2025 just started. The number 4 is very significant also. Something about protection. I noticed that sometime before the dreams come into fruition, it'll be a while before I see it. Sometimes it can happen like immediately. But the complexity of these dreams as I viewed it, as I try to narrate it for not only myself but other people to understand. I always knew there was more to these specific dreams. And it wasn't until I just had this dream a few weeks ago that now starting to make sense. So let's start with the first dream, right? I don't really need the paper, but there's some notes on there that's going to help. So in the first dream, it starts off with a woman sitting on a couch next to a man. And the man is terrified. The man is petrified. The man is like shook. This woman gets up and leaves the couch. Now, what I've learned is that, couches, for a reason, is a form of transportation, a Sagittarius, zodiac sign alignment within dreams, whatever. That can be an indication. This may be, but the fact that the woman and the dream man and left, and he was so shook, is like maybe somebody scared of their lover or loved one leaving them. So the woman, as she was getting up to leave, there was right in front of the couch there was a doorway, entry and exit, where there was a young man standing next to the door. He wasn't blocking the door, but he was really, really close to the door, and he had his hand, and he was drinking his drink. It looked like one of those drinks or whatever. But like, it was kind of meme worthy the way the guy was standing there drinking his drink, because it was like, I'ma mind my business, my drink, I ain't said nothing. That was kind of the vibe the guy was giving. But in the dream, the person, the man that was on the couch that was shook, I could not. But the young man that was drinking his drink, gives of some sort of uncle reference, a Sagittarius to be exact. So I don't know, something about two men, an uncle, and a woman, an uncle, something like that. Could be Sagittarius. Anyway, so the woman then goes through the door, ignoring the Sagittarius, ignoring travel. So this woman ignored her uncle or this uncle figure to get to where she was going. And you know, like doors and dreams can be like portals. Doors, dreams can be like something new, something to be discovered. So like this woman went to go look for something, and when she went to go see what was on the other side of the door, there was a woman in a kitchen, just cooking or whatever like that, with her back turned. So once the woman went to the kitchen, seen this other woman in the kitchen, that's when I couldn't recognize this woman either. It was this woman with curly red hair. So, you know, hair is in regard, like hair, and now I'm thinking about like air. Hair, air, not like AIRHEIR. That's how you spell it, right? Don't call me, don't call me, don't call me. So, like, seeing the red hair, the woman with light skin complexion is noted for. This woman, she turned around when, you know, hearing this woman walking in, and she had this like crazy conniving smile on her face. Like she was smiling so hard that you would think her teeth were like razor blades. But it wasn't shaped like that. But I'm just saying the way she was smiling, like it would have spooked anybody. So like she was smiling and to the room was like, oh, like what the heck going on? So basically, she walked up to her while she was cooking the food in the dream. So then, as she see her cooking, it's like something about a person's intuition. Somebody got sharp intuition. The person that walked into the room while this other woman was cooking immediately felt like some negative energy, and then before it, even though having the intuition, before even having the chance to counteract whether this woman that was cooking in the kitchen, you know, this, I'm telling you, she had red hair. This woman that was cooking, so something about an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This woman then the fire sign supposedly, light complexion woman, then went to reach for a knife in the cupboard. And when she went to go reach for the knife in the cupboard, the person who had intuition to try to close the drawer to begin with, I don't even know how this person knew this person was going to reach for a knife. The woman, Usain bolted out of the kitchen area, running around. There was this kitchen table. I've only seen in real life a kitchen counter, like in the middle of a kitchen, the way that was, and that can be a nurse or something else. You might have some relatives that or people that connected to your family that are either influential or like influential with finance. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who got money. But anyway, so like this woman, this fire sign woman, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, was chasing this woman out the kitchen with a knife, picked up the knife, and then stabbed this woman who came into the room in the back. Now there's two different connotations about, stabbing. Stabbing could be for some sort of initiation of some sort, but in the depiction of somebody stabbing you in the back, we all know what that means. Somebody doing something to somebody unknowingly, but somebody could have caught on to a situation, knew that somebody was doing something behind it, and tried to leave a situation, but the person wanted to keep them in the situation obviously because they want to stab them. Somebody wants someone to know that they're trying to do them wrong or cause them harm, and that's messed up. So I'm thinking, she didn't stab that person, that was the end of the dream. No. The next part of the dream, it's a new location. I'm like, oh, what the, like how the video game over, and it's a new scene, and you start all over. It was like one of those. So I was like, what the heck? So Now they're in a new location. I'm thinking this person probably was, got stabbed. They probably hurt somewhere. No. So what happened after a betrayal? This woman left the home where that kitchen was, where that couch was, where them people were. So there's something about three people, woman, two men, something about an uncle reference. So something about Gemini. So could be your lovers, platonic, relative, friend, something like that. I don't know if these people were working together. I don't know if they was doing. There's three different situations going on, or previously was going on. This is a dream from 2020. So when the woman was outside of the home, she was looking back. But the thing is interesting, she wasn't looking back towards the left, she was looking back towards the right. So it's like she's right about something. Somebody's intuition was right about a situation. So when the woman looked to the right, I guess, because I didn't know who home was, I guess the home she had left, she was looking back to see what was going on. And in the home was about almost 10 men walking into this townhouse, apartment, home in twos. Like they was coupled up, like in twos. But like the thing that was so interesting, it was like all the men that were going to this home that the woman had just, ran for her life. They were all in twos in regards to zodiac signs, and they were all in my dream, like previous ex-lovers. Like people I used to date, people, stuff like that. So I'm just like, huh? So there's something about sister signs. There's something about what they would call in the tarot community twin flames. There's something about what was most specific. It's a Noah's Ark reference. Remember, I was telling this woman had escaped somebody trying to stab them in the back, somebody trying to wish somebody harm, keep them in a bad situation, and then only for her to not only escape, not be harmed for real. Like somebody stabbed her in the dream, but when she was outside, she looked fine. She was looking back to see what's going on in the situation, seeing all these men go into this house. So I don't like even that. I'm not even trying to be funny because like seeing two men coupled up, even by zodiac signs, I understand the Noah Ark reference that I'm about to speak about, but it's like either a group of men came together, ex-lovers came together happily to do something or to, cheer on the person that was, wishing you harm, trying to backstab you and stuff. They was real happy about it. Or it's something about the LGBT community, about some ex-lovers. But that Noah's Ark reference is very significant because Noah was given an assignment by God. And the people thought he was crazy. The people around him thought like he didn't know what he was talking about, building that big boat. But surely enough, that day came where they needed his help. So it's something about that woman that it's something about the twin flames and masonry being very significant. Zodiac embodiments about that. I don't want to take too long doing these reads because, So after seeing that, it goes to the scene of a married couple, a Gemini, an Aries, and then a single mother dynamic. And I know why it's relevant, but what was interesting, I saw because in the dream it was shown depicted of like my parents and stuff like that. So I'm just like, right, Gemini, Aries, and then I saw his vehicle that's black, but the vehicle wasn't in front of them, it's to the side on the left. So somebody left the situation. But then I seen it was like a parallel. But the number 4, that's the fourth part of the dream, protection. So when I started thinking about Gemini and Aries, I'm like, all right, look at the platform I'm on. For example, you know, Gemini rules the internet, rules relatives, lovers, loved ones, friends. Then you got Aries and to business. Then you have that other side of Aries, if you think of it in a south node perception, of chaos. It seemed like there was a lot of chaos going on with the people or person who's wishing that woman harm. But even though the woman left the situation, like a promise of some sort of marriage of some sort. But the thing is, the parallel between the single mom dynamic and the married couple, I didn't see the married couple with no kids. The single mother got a kid. There's a married couple that don't got kids, and something about maybe something somebody seen online, something about somebody's business. Then I took into the perspective of the black vehicle, and you know, black is option, but also black could mean death, and that would be a Scorpio reference. So something about the matter of life and death, and then you know, Aries is in regard to entrepreneurship. So I'm just like, it's something about having ownership of, you know, your own business. Somebody didn't want to see somebody have their own ownership of their own life. Might want to cause them an actual fatality. And the reversal went back to sender. That's all that needs to be known. Now, what I also want to say is that, you know, that kitchen counter that I was talking about in the dream, there's something about this particular kitchen counter that I've seen in my childhood. You know, I always tell that story about, like, I went to one of my family's relatives' home like a long time ago, and I think them kids were supposed to be at school. I don't know what was going on. I was really young. I think kids were supposed to be at school. I get there, you know, they at the kitchen counter, like it was like real suburbanish. I'm like, oh, this is nice, you know, eating at the table, everything like that. But then, like, I saw them, like the mother had water on the teapot, the kettle, and the kids, I seen them with bowls of cereal, Cheerios to be exact, Cheerio, with no milk in there, and I just remember, like, what is going on? Like, where is the milk? That woman put boiling hot water into that bowl of Cheerios. I learned something about that day. Life and death. Anywho, that kitchen counter is kind of like the elephant in the room, because that kitchen counter was so prominent in that whole, like the cooking area wasn't that prominent. The drawer wasn't that prominent. It was the kitchen counter that was in the middle of the room that nobody was using, that nobody was standing around in the dream. That's like the elephant in the room. It's like something. It's like, I don't know, everybody know, or everybody knows something, but they're not speaking about it. Then I got a confirmation about that. But then, you know, when the woman was when the red hair woman, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, was chasing that woman out the kitchen with that knife, you got them 3 fire signs, right? Something about Sagittarius. I mean, you in first place. You in first place was somebody not. That contest you in. Somebody feel like they're competing with you or something like that. Or they used to feel that way. Who knows? Then it's something about. Now this is why I'm bringing this back up, because this is a 2D dream catcher. So like stuff have transpired since then. So like that young man, Sagittarius, that was standing at the doorway with a drink, drinking something, right? I met somebody that was in real life that was like the embodiment of it. Gemini. It's a Gemini, excuse me. And the weirdest thing happened. I already told y'all on the community board. I took it down though, but if you pay attention to these messages, I'm gonna start getting more in depth talking to y'all about is spell work and stuff like that. Because sometimes people don't even know they're doing it. So, one moment. It's just a vape, y'all. Don't get scared. Oh, chill. Did I not me, but I'm just saying, did that not just give you the rest of Adam and Eve when she ate the apple? I don't know what somebody went looking for something they wasn't supposed to. They sure found out. Now, so alright, so mind you, we talk about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? So I'm not going to speak on the situation because obvious reasons. I'm going to speak to y'all in regards to zodiac sign and embodiments in regards to this dream. There was a Leo, not a man. Catch my drift? No pun intended. There was not a man. Want to gift me with some money. Gave me some money. The Leo has a Sagittarius child. The Sagittarius child remind me of the embodiment of the person who's a Gemini. Two people are relatives. One person I just met. So I'm getting to know the Gemini and everything like that. At the same time, they're nice to me, give me this gift. They gave me this gift to somebody. Now, I learned something about the Gemini in regards to their birth chart, so I'm just like, oh, all right. Because while it was happening, I didn't understand. So, once that money reached my account from that Leo, I went to go meet the Gemini, and it wasn't my first that Gemini. This person started acting so weird. I thought it was like, I don't know where I thought I was at. I was like, this gotta, you know how people be like, oh, is this, if y'all still remember that show, it was one of those. That woman sent me money. Then when I went to go meet the Gemini started acting like the Sagittarius. When I say the age difference between the two young men, for him to be like that other person after that person had sent me money was completely weird. Completely weird. So I'm like, I knew something was going on, but I didn't say anything. The Sagittarius is significantly younger than the Gemini. So when the Gemini started acting like they was like in their teens, I was shook. I don't even know how to explain that. Imagine, this is not the best example, but imagine walking up to a grown man in a business suit that's supposed to have their own business, grown man, and then they start saying, yeah, cowabunga, dude. Like, you're gonna be completely thrown. That wasn't what happened, but that was like the best example. And that was the first dream. Then to the second dream, right? Now, this is also a dream from 2020. So, in the dream, there was a woman. She was sitting on top of the trunk of a vehicle outside of a local eatery amongst a group of her peers. Maybe another dream I seen. Dang. It's some. Ooh. It is energy up in here. Uh. uh. I'm doing something right now. Oh my gosh. Like, anyways. So yeah, so this woman was in the back of a trunk, not in the but back of a car, not inside the car, like sitting on the trunk of a car in the parking lot of an eatery amongst a group of her peers. It was giving the indication like maybe an event had just ended, maybe people had got together for or was about to go to grab something to eat, or they just had left out from dining, and they all wanted to hang out in the parking lot. Now that I'm thinking about it, you know, like how just hear me. You know, like how football, right? When people play football and they go to the stadiums and you buy tickets so you can be in real life time, and it's given, you know, them people that go to the parking lots and then watch the game from their cars and their trunks, and they sit outside in the lot, you know. It's now I'm thinking about, it's giving that type of vibe. Maybe there was a restaurant nearby, who knows? Something of Latino descent. So while the woman was sitting there, she wasn't communicating really with among her peers. She was just kind of maybe sitting in her own thoughts. But the car was parked while she was sitting, and she was sitting at the trunk. So like, I don't know if it was about a possible kidnapping. I don't know if it's about like the actual sports arena or something like that, or maybe, but like Sagittarius is travel. The reverse of travel, Sagittarius is travel. Aquarius is car. The reverse of Sagittarius is Gemini. Gemini is in regards to relatives, friends, loved ones, also online, the internet, group of people, Scorpio or something like that. So, or a group of people, you know. Scorpio is just the embodiment. That woman then heard something from a distance. So it could have been something. People could have been going out to eat at one, just leaving out to eat. People could have met up to go to an eatery or a sports arena of some sort, while a woman heard something from a distance. Now we spoke about Gemini. So in order to have online communication when you outside, we need a phone. Somebody not want me to see something correctly, and some of the stuff it wasn't even in my notes. So back to sender you negative Nazi. No smoke, no smoke, no smoke. No. So this person heard something from a distance. You can't just hear something from a distance. Now, if you hear something from a distance, that could be like in spiritual text, like maybe like a warning, usually a discernment. Maybe somebody was alerted, like maybe they should just leave and go to another location at that time. But in the dream, it wasn't like that. Maybe because I mentioned the sports arena and that food eatery of Latin descent, maybe there's some correlation there. Like maybe like they went out to eat, then they went to eat or went to a sports arena, whichever came first, something like that. The person heard something from a distance. So that I'm saying that Gemini reference of the online communication stuff like that is in regards to like the internet. So in order to have internet, wireless internet, phone. That's what the basic means of communication now, right? So this person could have received a phone call from someone who was at a location. So when the woman heard something from a distance, this person got up immediately and ran to a location near the eatery. So this person traveled, whether by foot, whether by car. This person did it on foot. So maybe it took a while for someone to receive some news. So then, what the woman saw was her younger sibling on the ground, laying there, smile on her face, eyes closed, and a black hole in her heart. Now, black hole in the heart can mean a lot of things. Maybe that's in regards to any type of specific terminology of social sickness, or like the person, I just remember, like, in the dream, when this woman seen her younger sibling there, it was an Aquarius. Now, Aquarius can mean everything. Aquarius can be in regards to a car, the future, children. When I say my first, I don't like bringing kids up into this, but hey, like, I know the basics. The Aquarius younger sibling who was down on the floor with a blood in their heart, they were smiling, eyes closed, and said that they were okay. Something about the middle child reference, very significant. I also like to say that, that Black Heart reference. Um, you can go see the American Heritage Ambassador playlist. Got a Black Heart with, sending all shots. All 2K, no mascot. No team sport, I'm NASCAR. Got a Black Heart. I'm here not. See, the blue heart is that Rob Wade reference. Heart been broken many times. So, like, the color black is supposed to be, like, protection, death. So there can be a parallel there. Maybe somebody passed away and they were happy, or did somebody fall in love? So yeah. So anywho's, which sending all shots. Yeah, it could be possible black magic that was being used, if you believe in that. All 2K, no mascot. Somebody's head is in the game. They not high. Somebody might not be hiding their feelings because they didn't fall in love. No team sport, I'm NASCAR. Mind you, we were just talking about no team sport, I'm NASCAR. NASCAR, they are pretty fast. They drive pretty fast. And the person said they're gonna do it by themselves. They don't back up. They got this. That's what. So I don't know. Take that as how it resonates. But in regards to that Black Heart thing, I was talking about black magic, right? Then it was interesting because when I wrote in my notes the abbreviation Black Magic BM, then when I wrote the abbreviation BM, baby mother. What does baby mother and dark magic have to do with anything? Excuse me, that black magic. While I was thinking about black magic, I was thinking about another terminology, dark magic. And I did my research a few years ago in regards to different hierarchy of angels. And when I was doing my research on it, there is one particular archangel that actually helps people with dark magic. I know, right? I read that. I said, what? I can't think about what archangel it was. Not think about what archangel it was. But just know the archangel that you can look it up. I'm pretty sure you can find it. But like, you can find the information. But like, this archangel that worked with magic was it was for many different reasons. But the main I'm hearing the main concern. Why are you concerned? Oh my gosh, somebody concerned about something. I'm song. You didn't make me falling. What? So like this dark magic reference in regards to the archangel. This archangel helps with fertility. Using dark magic, the specialty of the fertility is to choose for the archangel to help choose the gender of the child. You can find, if you want the specific information, you don't feel like looking it up, you can go on Barnes and Noble under Multimedia 7 to the Watt book, Weird Occult Tips. I learned that tip. I don't mind sharing it with y'all through, my literature. So, like I was saying, seeing the woman sees the younger sibling, female sibling, Lord, was Aquarius, with a black hole in their heart. About the middle child reference, the first thing I started thinking about was J. Cole song Middle Child. Maybe there's some sort of context there. And over a woman's body, right, was a man, very recognizable. With this, I've told this dream so many times, with this pole, this staff on the top, knife on the bottom. Why, I don't know. It looks so wild. And like the man, because I see a knife at the bottom, this person standing over the woman body, this woman in the dream looking like, I did that. I know you did that. So what happened? So the woman took the stick back, the staff, whatever, back, and defended. Not only, I don't even think, I'm not even gonna hold a dream. The woman was appalled that like this man had took a gun, knife, pole, whatever, even action of that, and to stab this woman, this young lady that was their sibling, and have them on the floor like that. So somebody could have been doing love work on somebody to get them to fall in love with them. Dazed and confused. But something must have happened because this person was so scared, but it could have been that somebody had found out. So it could have intimidated a little bit, and then like somebody took their. I don't know if this person, this woman, like this person was gonna come after them too. And the only way somebody would think like, oh, they doing whatever to this person, that's weird. Let me just make sure they don't do it to me. Like, let me protect myself. Let me take my pop. Somebody call the energy back in. Ain't nobody like the person did not look like they was worried about their sibling at all. Like I ain't even about to even hold you. I think they was more worried about the concerned, worried, previously defending themselves. Now, gun in dreams represents authority. Somebody used their authority to do something to someone. It could be one of your relatives. It could be a middle child of some sort. The knife at the bottom. A lot of people, when they think of like voodoo and stuff like that, they think about the voodoo dolls and Aquarius. Somebody could have had a voodoo doll. Somebody could have made a voodoo doll of your younger sibling, middle child to be specific, as doing love work on them. But it's either somebody found out, somebody seen something, it scared this person before this person had the time to respond or react. Now, somebody learned how to do something. Now this person's scared, but they weren't scared. And what I was thinking about in regards to spirituality, in regards to like tarot and stuff like that, they have called the swords in regards to the tarot deck, in regards to depiction. And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on it, but if I'm not mistaken, in regards to tarot, sword is in regards to fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That could be like a tip or hint to who this person could be. Now, like I said, knife is in regards to either initiation. In the previous dream, it was about somebody was stabbed in the back. Somebody would do something wrong to somebody without them knowing. This person wanted this person to know. I don't know if this person wants somebody to know that they love them. This man wanted somebody to know that they was doing this. Maybe this person told. I don't know if this person. Somebody, you could have had a relative who was like, oh, you do love work, do it to me. Like, what? That's what the sibling said. Ooh, just fell in love. And I don't think, so somebody could have told them they would have been alright with them doing this love work, and now they all in love, and oh my I do not know what's going on, but like this person is scared. Maybe they didn't know their own strength. But also, this man could have been scared because they were being unjust in a situation that was in regards to their authority or the authority some gave them. See now here it go. Because maybe this person is not so innocent. Somebody wrong using authority to stab somebody in the back, but it wasn't in the back, that was in the previous dream. So why just write that in the notes? So the dream ends, the woman takes the weapon from the man. Protection. That was the fourth part of the dream. Then heard an ambulance arriving. So I don't know if somebody got hurt. Ambulance is in regards to angels in the dream. Angels came into the situation. That means God sent them. And God not going to send angels or any sort if somebody's not. Well, God can send angels as a message. So, in one context, this could be a message in regards to somebody and the arrival of childbirth. This could be a message in regards to knowing somebody could possibly have a voodoo doll of you. This message could be in regards to just knowing somebody abused their authority. A fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody put something in somebody's car. That's all I'm saying. Now, this newest dream I've had in regards to the previous it's in regards to the previous whatchamacallit. This been very recent, honestly. Very recent. And I'm taking my time with this. I'm trying to hurry it up, but like God want me to talk like this for whatever reason. Because sometimes I be talking real quick and you might not hear what I'm saying. Alright. So in the most recent game, I believe I could have talked about it already, but let me just do one more time. All these dreams, for what reason today, they all correlate. So, dream takes place in the backyard. Alright. I'm like, alright. Familiarity. So there's a woman. She's being admired by a group of women. So some sort of sorority, some sort of woman. I don't know if this is in regards to activism, women's rights, or something like that. The woman is very admired. There's something about the reference of gang, but you know, any occult group, any group of people referred to as an occult, is also referred to as a gang. Legally. So the woman was holding the phone. The woman that everybody was admiring was holding the phone, and she had her profile page. Just showing about her profile page while they were all admiring her. I guess like maybe something about networking of some sort. And in the on her profile page, she was dressed. That's very significant. Of the woman sorority, woman group, woman gang. Ooh. Number 20, very significant. Scorpio, very significant. Overall embodiment. So while all this was going on, there was something else going on at a distance, but in the same location. Kind of, it's so interesting. It's like maybe somebody could be working the room, like networking basically, and there's a section right here, there's a section, there's a section right there, and there's a lot of stuff going on. I was trying to figure out what this one part of the dream meant, so I figured it out today. Got it out, and I'm just like, wow. So let me explain it first. So at the other side of the backyard, there was an intersection of some sort. So when the last time I spoke about this, I said intersection sounded so close to intercession for whatever apparent reason. So I'm just like, all right, listening to God. I'm like, all right, I'm just hearing what you're saying. So there was some sort of rumor. Nobody said anything in the dream. I just knew in the dream. It was like backstory or whatever. Maybe that's why I was in the backyard. Backstory, there was a rumor that, there were some people stealing cars. Now, I've been told in dream life, cars are in regards to your career and your spiritual life. So this could be people trying to take other people's careers. This could be, I don't know if this is competitiveness in business, spiritual life. So this in regards to like the spiritual community. You know how I feel about it. That's why we got tarot land and stuff like that, because it's a lot of shenanigans going on, and it's not just in tarot land and the people and the churches. It's also in like actual business. It's people that So after I heard it was like the rumor was in the wind, like the rumor was woo woo. That nigga caught a dead man walking. I had to get that out. That had nothing to do with the message. Anyway, so that car that supposedly was stolen had 4 drones attached to the top of the car, letting it be able to, I guess, levitate and fly. But it was actually ending, coming back down to the ground as the person who stole the car was laying in front of the car, crying one tear from the right eye, very battered, very bruised. I didn't understand this dream for so long, but then God directed me to a video. There was an actual person who had made some sort of drone that had like 4 or more drones attached to it, and some sort of like it was like a Segway with drones. Somebody actually created this where you can fly around with the drones. I don't think it's like market. I think it's like it was a scientist of some sort that made it. So I was just like, oh dang, like somebody could have created something new or something like that. Like something about technology advance. So I don't know if there's like a patent situation going on in big business right now in regards to technology, where there's new forms of vehicles. A lot of people have been talking. Come to my mind. The fighter jets, especially like the military ones. They're always getting new contracts for those, and like the first thing that just came to my mind is that TV show Madam Secretary. If you know what episode I'm talking about, you know what episode I'm talking about. That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to get too deep into it. The guy who stole the car apparently was like from an urban community, light skin complexion, and he a hood ninja, hood dude. That man was beat up. I don't know what happened to him. Trash, like messed up, like oof. It was given like that, like that was a dumb idea, but I'm pretty sure whatever. When I say those police officers in the dream had to be archangels. Them folk was mad tall. I ain't never seen, let alone seen cops in it, but like they was so tall. They was so tall. They looked like if you was looking up at them, they was reaching the sky. That's how tall these officers was. They never moved now. The vehicle didn't even reach the ground yet. They was over there, like, what's up? Like when I say somebody, yes, mine. Somebody spiritual team do not play. They real gangster. Real gangster. TTG trying to go, shawty. If you don't know what it's about, then I might go on. Alright. But yeah, they ain't make not one move. They ain't have to. But what's so significant is that I seen alright, so back to this vehicle with the 4 drones real quick. Because it was like section car with the 4 drones attached to it. So then when I was looking at it, I'm like, an intersection kind of made like that little X landing strip kind of thing, and then the car was right in front of it. Then it's something about traveling. I'm like, this is like an airplane, cause flying car. Yo, what's that? Yo. I ain't never like seen a UFO up close. You feel me? I've had encounters with certain things, but not a UFO up close. So, all right, I understand. Oh, I ain't know all that. My prayers is answered. I always like confirmations. I like confirmations. God, I'm a confirmation needing female. Like I'll pray to God. I'll do my prayer points. I'll be like, all right, God, I know you got it. But when that confirmation come, I'll be like, yeah. Ooh, somebody's drooling over you, yo. You know what I mean? But no, I love a good confirmation. Confirmation, currency. So something about airplane travel. I don't know if somebody either airplane travel or like I'm hearing a hoverboard or something. But military member just recently started telling people that UFOs is a thing, so it could be something in regards to that. But crying from the right eye signifies something good to come. I don't know if they really about to. I don't know if the archangel's coming down to earth or. Dang, I just did a prayer too. That probably is what it's about. Either the archangel's coming down to earth, or UFOs really about to be out. So I saw my ex-lover in a dream. He's a Scorpio. So he it was very evident to see like the person was already battered and bruised and stole the car or whatever. My ex-lover was in the dream, like mad random. This woman walked up to him because he was causing a commotion. He was talking about to the guy who was injured that everybody knew he was car. Was like, you did that, you did that, you did that. Like somebody snitching. Yo, somebody is snitching. It's funny because we had a conversation not too long ago, and maybe it plays a role into it, but like honestly, it's something about somebody hiding sexuality as a being, a man at that, being with the LGBT community. Then there's something about ICE deportation. Because we was talking, and I was just like, oh my goodness. You ever know, I have this one of them friends that be saying some wild stuff, and then you be like, dang. They was like ICE was deporting people in the neighboring area, and as an incentive, they was telling people like, if you report them folk, it's 1,000 person. Supposedly, this is what I heard. There's 1,000 a person you can lead them in the direction of to get deported. joking, like, oh yeah, I was really thinking about it. I was just like, dang. Oh, like, dang, you might feel like somebody's like a sell out. Woo! So then I also realized something. So like another reference. So somebody might have been upset with somebody, right? I don't know where to start. All right, all right. Start from the beginning, cause I was all right. So boom, you could have been trying to do business and somebody was trying to do pleasure. Then because you got and then it didn't matter because you have your own thing going on. Somebody wanted business. Then you trying to do business and they was playing too much. All that ha ha he he, and now it might not be that funny. Something about a conversation that was had. Now, like, it's something about somebody's safety. Like, either you else was telling somebody how to protect themselves, and at this point, you just gotta worry about your not worry, but you just gotta be concerned. Not concerned. You just gotta protect yourself because you can't be worrying about if somebody listening to you and following through on what you telling whatever. Then it's not about a conversation. It's something about somebody's safety. You told somebody be safe. Excuse me. That can be like a indication of who I'm talking about. Oh yeah, right on schedule. I love when things are right on time. Excuse me. Something about secret. It could be a secret conversation. It could have been a secret somebody didn't want somebody to know. Obviously, it's a secret. But business has been mentioned. Somebody wanting business and pleasure has been mentioned. Conversation, something about a secret has been mentioned. Somebody, what's that Snoop Dogg song? Mm 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 mm. Woo! Sorry, confirmation, just confirmationing. Maybe some sort of sexual coercion or something else. But not somebody mad at you. All right, listen here. There could have been a business partnership that was blossoming. Oh, God forbid. There could have been a business. You understand what I'm saying? And it was more than one or two people involved. And there was a conversation that was had either by one or two or three people or more where maybe some sort of sexual coercion or, you know, somebody trying to get a better understanding of a situation where, like, if pleasure could be incorporated with the business aspect of it all. But because this is more than two people in regards to some sort of business partnership or deal like that, you might or might not have known that like more than one of your colleagues were interested in you romantically. So maybe a particular person chose one business colleague to associate themselves with romantically to some sort of, and that made another person jealous. So maybe that's where that sexual coercion thing came from. God forbid. If it's anything more than sexual coercion in a negative aspect, if that did happen, I don't know, like somebody is upset that like it's like somebody is pick me vibes is giving why him, why her. The last tear just fell from the sky. Told my told my ops that I wasn't gonna cry. No, you did what you did. It is what it is. I'm not going out that door. Moved on my life, but not really. Ah! I'm sorry, I have not heard that song. That song, I God forbid. Like to be honest, I love that song. I have not heard that song in so many years. I believe it's Monica, Miss Gunica herself. But that chorus, I could not. I will never in my life. Who is this person? I really don't care to know, but who is this person? Like, why her? Why her? Did I get on your nerves? Like, there be like two females and a male or something to that extent. What is going on, yo? It's if this is regards to like some sort of cheating scandal or I'm your man type of like female. Don't worry, you won't. Whatever is for you, whatever God has for you, even if it's a person, nobody can take it. Nobody can. That even if your partner decided to, God forbid, go to another person, depending on the situation, I just take the message that resonates. Just be like, be safe, because they'll be back. They'll be back. All right, that was the message. Thanks for listening. Psalm 91, stay blessed and God bless to the wrist.